Cool. So it's a Vinyasa yoga class. So most of this class is based around sun salutations, and we'll be flowing through the movements. But we're going to begin the practice with a short meditation just to get us into our breathing. So I recommend that you sit up onto a cushion or a block, just so you can drop the knees down a little bit lower here, start to open up the hips. And this just allows the circulation to move through the legs while we're seated. Here we're going to sit up with a nice straight tall spine, bringing the neck aligned with the spine here, taking the hands out onto the knees, either facing down or facing upwards. If you feel slightly more energized, you want to open the palms up to the sky, whatever feels right for you. Here we're going to close down the eyes and use this space to come into our breathing. So together we're going to take some deep and controlled breaths. First of all, drawing a nice deep inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, feeling the chest rise, the shoulders roll back. Holding the breath here in the lungs for a moment, and then exhaling through the mouth. With that exhale, feeling the decompression, the relaxing of the muscles around the spine. And again, drawing a deep inhale through the nose. Holding. Then exhaling through the mouth. And final time, deep breath in through the nose. Holding. Exhaling through the mouth. And then just allowing your breath to enter its natural rhythm. Settling into a pace that flows easily, feels comfortable for you. Continuing to stay connected with your inhale and exhale. Noticing how the inhale brings a rush of energy into the body, and how the exhale softens the muscles, relaxing the body. And enjoying the contrast between those two feelings. Any thoughts, any stresses that you have going on at the moment, we're going to push those thoughts away for this next hour. They do not concern us. Bringing the focus to our practice, to our bodies. Anchoring in the breath can be a good place to stay. Staying focused on your inhale and exhale. And as we continue to enjoy the breath in the body here, slowly we're going to start to add a little movement. So first of all, dropping the chin down towards the top of the chest, facing the head down towards the mat. Here you can feel the stretch through the back of the neck. Continue to breathe deeply. Then drawing the head back up through center, allowing the head to fall all the way back, facing up towards the sky. Here, feeling the stretch in the front of the neck. Then from here, we're going to allow the head to drop all the way back down again and start to send the head round in some deep neck circles, moving slowly, rolling out any tension that you may be feeling in the neck area. And sending the head back in the opposite direction. And then bringing the head back to center. Gently blinking open the eyes now, resting the gaze on the floor in front of us, taking the arms by the side. We're going to move with our breath here. So as we draw in a nice deep inhale, we sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. And here we're reaching, lifting up through the rib cage and core area. And as we exhale, we're going to turn the palms outwards, draw the hands back down towards the floor. Taking them behind the back, we interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, feel the stretch across the front of the chest. Then we release the hands, taking them by the side once more. Inhale, sweep them back up towards the sky. This time as we exhale, we're going to drop the right arm down towards the side of the body, leaning the left arm over, coming into a side body stretch. Feeling the stretch all the way through from the hip to the fingertips, trying to create a nice long line here. Inhale, come back up to center. Take both arms back up to the sky. This time as we exhale, we drop that left arm down, reaching the right arm over, coming into the side body stretch on the opposite side. Inhale, come back up to center. Take both arms back up to the sky. This time as we exhale, we're going to twist the body towards the right side. Take the left hand over that right knee, taking the right arm all the way back behind us, looking back over the right shoulder and coming into a twist. So here, the spine is still tall, but we're twisting it towards the right side. Continue to breathe deeply here, noticing on each exhale, maybe you can twist a little deeper. On your next inhale, sweep the arms back up to the sky, come back to center. And on the exhale, we're going to twist to the opposite side, this time taking that right hand over the left knee, looking back over the left shoulder. Continue to breathe. On each exhale, noticing if you can go a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center, take both arms back up to the sky. And then this time, as we exhale, we're going to shake the arms down, releasing any tension, push it away. Nice. Good job, everyone. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to come down off the cushion now, come towards the floor. You can push the cushion to the side. We may be needing it a little later in the practice. And we're going to start to open up this cross-leg position. So taking one leg slightly in front of the other one, just a couple of inches. It doesn't matter which one to begin with. Take the hands onto the knees and we're just going to bounce the knees out a little bit, starting to loosen up in the hip area. Then as you inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And as we exhale, hinging at the hips, we're going to start to fold the body forward and down, coming all the way towards the floor, allowing the arms to drop towards the floor in front of you. Continue to breathe here. With each exhale, just trying to melt the head and the chest down towards the floor. Here you should feel the stretch in the hip flexor, whichever leg is in front, that hip is going to be opening up here. Continue to breathe. Focusing on the breath, always we're tying the movement to the breath. Then on your next inhale, we're going to use the hands, start to walk yourself all the way back up. Take the hands onto the knees for a moment here, and we roll back, looking in towards the belly, releasing the tension in the hip. As you come forward, we're going to switch the legs over so we can move into the opposite side. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, start to fold the body forwards, coming all the way down towards the floor. Allow the arms to hang. The head and the chest melt down towards the floor with each exhale. On your next inhale, using the hands, we start to walk ourselves back up. Take the hands onto the knees, roll back, look in towards the belly. Release the tension. As we come forward, we're going to swing the legs underneath us and move ourselves up into a tabletop position. So here we're taking the hands with a nice wide grip directly below the shoulders. The knees are coming directly below the hips. And we're going to start to warm up the spine with some cat-cows here. So as we inhale, push the belly down towards the floor, look up to the sky, creating that nice curve in the spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to round up the spine, drop the head between the shoulders, look straight in towards the belly, creating the arch in the spine. Inhale, belly drops, look up towards the sky. And exhale, rounding. Continuing to move with the rhythm of your own breath at the pace that feels comfortable for you. Each time seeing if you can deepen a little bit more in that movement. On your next exhale, we're going to come back to a flat back. And we're going to start to walk the hands out towards the very edges of the mat, keeping the hips high above the knees. Slowly, we're going to melt the chest down towards the floor, coming here into puppy pose. So we feel the opening up through the shoulders. You can drop the head down either onto the forehead, or for those that want the deeper stretch in the shoulders, come up onto the chin, look straight ahead. Continue to breathe here. We're really trying to melt that chest down towards the floor. So using the breath to allow yourself to come deeper. On your next inhale, slowly we're going to rise back up. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, come back to tabletop. We're going to start to work with the core a little bit here. So identifying that belly button core area, and imagining that you can suck the belly button up towards the spine. So you're really tightening through the core muscles here. As you do that, we're going to take the right arm, sweeping it out in front of us, and take the opposite leg, the left leg, back behind us, coming into a straight line here. Engaging the core to keep both the arm and the leg lifted. Imagining there is someone in front of you pulling on your hand, someone behind you pulling on the leg, so you're really trying to lengthen here. Draw in a nice deep inhale. Then as we exhale, we're going to bring the elbow and the knee together to meet, rounding up the spine and crunching. Inhale, take the arm and the leg back out, reaching. Exhale, together to meet, crunching. Inhale, arm and the leg go back out, reaching. Exhale, together to meet, crunching. Inhale, back out, reach. And this time we're going to put a bend in the back leg. Take the right arm back behind us, grabbing hold of that foot, kicking into the hand and rising up into tiger pose. So here we're feeling the spine bending, we're opening up through the chest, kicking that leg as high as we can back behind us. Continue to breathe. Then we release the leg, we release the hand, we come back down to tabletop. We're going to give that left wrist a nice little roll out, release any tension there. And then we're going to work into the other side. So again, identifying that belly button area, sucking up towards the spine, engaging the core. This time we take the left arm out in front of us. The right leg goes back behind us, coming into your straight line. Facing the head down towards the mat, so the neck is aligned with the spine here. Draw in a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring the elbow and the knee together to meet, crunching. Inhale, take the arm and the leg back out, reaching. Exhale, together to meet, crunching. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. And this time we put that bend in the back leg. We take the arm back behind us, grabbing hold of the foot, kicking into the hand to tiger pose. Opening the chest up, looking straight in front of you. Breathe. Then we release the leg, we release the hand. We come back down to tabletop position. We roll out that right wrist for a moment here. And we're going to push ourselves back into a child's pose, resting the buttocks onto the heels, dropping the head down towards the floor. Breathe deeply here. On your next inhale, we're going to rise back up to tabletop position, spreading the hands really nice and wide, tucking the toes behind us, engaging the core. We're going to push the hips high and push ourselves back to downward dog, our first downward dog of the day. So let's start to pedal out each of those legs one at a time, creating some length in the back of the legs, noticing how the legs are feeling. Hopefully by the end of the class today, they should feel a lot longer. Driving the chest down towards the thighs, keeping the neck aligned with the spine here. Then from downward dog, we're going to look forward between the hands and start to walk the feet forward to the top of the mat, coming into forward fold. So here you can put a generous bend in the knees here. We're trying to drop the belly towards the thighs. So bending the knees as much as you need to allow that to happen. We're going to take the hands onto the elbows, swing a little from side to side, coming into ragdoll. Continue to breathe. On the next inhale, we sweep the arms open. We rise all the way up to standing, bringing the hands into prayer overhead, and then bringing them down towards heart center. Coming into mountain pose. So here we have all of the joints stacked above each other. So the ankles, knees, and hips are nicely stacked. The shoulders are centered. The palms are opened up in front of us. The neck is aligned with the spine. This mountain pose is going to be our rest pose as we move through the sun salutations today. We're going to be beginning with sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A. So we will begin and end at the top of the mat in mountain pose. Drawing in a nice deep inhale here. Let's exhale through the mouth with sound. And again, inhale, this time sweeping the arms up towards the sky. We bring the hands in prayer. Exhale, hinging at the hips, we fold the body forward, coming down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's straighten out the spine, coming into a flat back. Then exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step or jump back into a plank position. We're going to move through our vinyasa here. You can drop the knees if you need to. Otherwise, coming in a nice straight line with the body all the way towards the floor. Then inhale, rolling forward, coming into up dog. Exhale, push the body back to down dog. Breathe deeply here. Then look forward between the hands. We step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. That's one round. Again, inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Breathe deeply in downward dog. Then look forward between the hands, step, hop or jump forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to move through Surya Namaskara B, Sun Salutation B this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit down into chair pose. So here we're sucking in the stomach, sucking in the buttocks, using the arms as an extension of the body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward over those knees, come to forward fold. Inhale again, halfway lift to flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, we're going to sweep the right leg up to the sky, coming into a three-leg dog. Exhale, bring the knee through to the chest and step the foot forward between the hands. Sweep the arms up to the sky, coming into a high lunge here. So here the chest is open, the heart is open. You're looking straight up towards the sky, driving the hips down towards the mat. Inhale, we bring the hands forward towards the top of the mat. We step the right leg back to plank. We take our vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Step the foot between the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Come to our high lunge, this time on the opposite side. Chest is open, heart is open, looking straight towards the sky. Then fold, we bring the hands towards the top of the mat. We're going to step the right leg forward, come back to forward fold. Sweep the arms back behind you and then shoot the arms forward. Sit down into chair pose. Again, sucking in the stomach, sucking in the buttocks, using the arms as the extension of the body. Inhale, bring the hands down to prayer in heart center and gently rise all the way up to standing. Come back to mountain pose. Open the palms up in front of you. Close down the eyes here if you wish. Breathe deeply. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift to flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step or jump back to your plank. Take your vinyasa, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. This time we're going to put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, opening those hips up. Continue to breathe deeply here. Then we're going to sweep the right knee forward, planting the foot between the hands. We're going to drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, sweep the arms up to the sky, come to a low lunge, driving the hips down towards the mat, opening the chest up to the sky. Bring the hands down into prayer at heart center. We're going to move into a little twist here. We're going to take the left elbow over the right knee, opening the chest up towards the right side. Breathe deeply. Then rotate back to center. We place the hands once more at the top of the mat. We tuck the back toes. We engage that back leg to lift it. And we swing the right leg back to plank. Take your vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, open it up. We bring that knee forward. We plant the left foot between the hands. This time we drop that back right knee, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up to the sky, low lunge. Driving the hips down towards the mat, opening the chest up to the sky. Bring the hands into prayer at heart center. We're going to this time take the right elbow over the left knee, opening up to the left side, twisting. Then we rotate back to center. We place both hands at the top of the mat. We tuck the back toe, we engage the back leg to lift it. And this time we're going to step the right leg forward, come back to forward fold. Putting that generous bend in the knees, dropping the chest towards the thighs. Let's take the hands onto the elbows, swing from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms open, rise all the way up to standing. Bring the hands into prayer overhead. And back down towards heart center. Beautiful. Opening the palms up in front of us, back to mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step or jump back to your plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right leg goes up to the sky. Put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, open them up. Sweep that right knee forward. Plant the foot between the hands. This time we're going to rotate the back foot so it's in line with the back of the mat and rise up into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. The front knee is bent, the back leg is strong and straight, the arms are over each leg. So here we can feel the strength of this pose. Looking straight over the right hand. Breathe deeply here. Inhale, we're going to put a bend in the knee. Put a bend in the front arm, come down towards the knee and reach the left arm up and overhead. So we're coming into extended side angle here, creating that really nice long line down the side of the body. Continue to breathe. If you want to move deeper, you can drop the right hand to the inside of the foot. And if you want to go even deeper, you can take the arms underneath the body, bind the pose. On your next inhale, we rise back up to our warrior two position. Then as we exhale, we're going to take the left arm back behind us, right arm up to the sky, reverse warrior. Looking straight towards the right hand in the sky. Then as we come forward, we're going to straighten the front leg, reach that front arm forward as far as we can, and then rotate down, coming into triangle pose, bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg. The left arm goes straight up towards the sky. We're pushing the hips forward, rolling that top shoulder back here. So the chest should be open. We don't want to be dumping the body forward. We want to be opening the chest, creating a nice long line between the right arm and the left arm. On your next inhale, we rise back up. We take the hands onto the hips and we're going to rotate the right foot so it's in line with the left here. Using the hands on the hips just to guide the hips a little bit here, we're going to push the hips back, bring the chest forward and start to fold the body forward and down, coming for a wide leg forward fold. Allowing the arms to hang in the center of the mat here. The neck is relaxed, the head is relaxed. Breathe deeply. Feeling the stretch all the way along the back of the legs here. If you want to deepen in the stretch, you can use the hands to start to walk them behind the legs, through the legs, almost like you're trying to thread the body through. Then we bring the hands back to center and we start to walk them over towards the right ankle, dropping the head and the chest down towards the right knee, feeling that extra stretch all the way along the back of the right leg. Then we come back through center, this time walking the hands over towards the left ankle, dropping the head and the chest towards the left knee, feeling the stretch along the back of the left leg. Then we bring the hands back to center, placing them solidly in the center of the mat. We're just going to start to bend Each knee one at a time, moving nice and fluidly here, getting some fluid into those hip and knee joints, moving a little from side to side. Then straightening the legs, we take the hands onto the hips, we rise all the way back up to standing. And we're going to face the left foot towards the top of the mat. So we're coming in to a Virabhadrasana 2, a warrior 2, this time on the opposite side. So this time the left knee is bent, the right leg is strong and straight at the back, and we're facing in the opposite direction. Feel the strength of this pose. Then put a bend in that left arm, come down towards the knee, reach the right arm up and overhead, coming into our side angle, extended side angle. Again, if you want to go deeper, you drop the left hand to the inside of the left foot, or take the arms underneath the body, bind the pose. From here, we rise all the way back up to Virabhadrasana 2, and we straighten the front leg. We reach the front arm forward as far as we can, rotate down, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left arm goes to the inside of the left leg, the right arm straight up towards the sky. We can look straight towards that right hand in the sky. From here, we rise all the way back up to standing. Take the hands onto the hips once more and rotate that left foot so it's in line with the right. We're going to interlace the hands behind the buttocks, roll the shoulders back, push the chest out, push the hips back, and start to bring the chest forward and down once more for a wide leg forward fold. This time allowing the arms to hang behind the body to add the shoulder stretch. Breathe deeply. Then we release the hands, we allow them to drop down towards the floor. We place them in the center of the mat and we start to bend each knee one at a time again, lunging to each side. Using this motion, we're going to start to push the body over towards the left foot, coming either to the flat or the ball of the left foot, dropping the hips nice and low and coming up onto the right heel here. So we're coming into Skadasana, our side lunge. You can use the hands on the mat for stability, or if you can find your balance here, we're going to bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Breathe deeply. Then we place the hands back down towards the floor. We use them to push the body this time over towards the right foot, coming down either to the ball or the flat of the right foot, dropping the hips as low as you can. We're on the left heel here, using the hands to help you find your balance once more. Once you've found that balance, bring the hands into heart center. And we drop the hands back down towards the floor, push the body back to our wide leg forward fold. Let's allow ourselves to deepen into this fold for a moment, using the hands on the floor and just bouncing the body up and down a little bit, feeling the extra stretch down the back of the legs. Then we take the hands onto the hips, slowly rising all the way back up to standing. We're going to inch the feet in towards the body a little bit here. We're going to point the heels in towards the body. The toes are pointed out to the edge of the mat. Inhaling, we sweep the arms up to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and sit down into goddess pose. So here we're imagining there is a chair or a stool that we're trying to sit into. We're really feeling the quads and the thighs working here. Continue to breathe. We're trying to tilt the pelvis forward as well. So you want the top half of the body to be nice and straight. You're not dumping the body forward. Try and bring that pelvis as far forward as you can. If you want to challenge yourself, we're going to lift the heels up, come to the tiptoes. It's a real thigh burner here, but bear with it. Good work being done. When you're ready, drop the heels back down. We rise back up to standing. We bring the hands back down and we inch the feet in towards one another. Give them a good little shake out there. Good job. Nice work, everyone. Beautiful. Come back towards the top of the mat. Come back to your mountain pose. Close down the eyes, resettle the breath. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Let's exhale through the mouth with sound. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step or jump back, plank. Take your vinyasa, lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky, put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, open them up. We're going to bring the right knee forward and we're going to place the knee behind the right hand, bringing the foot over to the left side of the mat. Taking that left leg in a nice straight line behind us, coming here into pigeon pose. So we're dropping down onto the hips towards the mat. Bringing the right foot as high as you can here to feel comfortable, but ensuring that you're not falling to either side. The hip should be centered. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, open the chest up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to start to come down towards the forearms. Make a pillow with the hands, drop the head towards the mat. This is a really big hip opener here. So it helps to close down the eyes, come back to your breath. Using each exhale to blow the tension out of the body. With each exhale, those hips melting towards the mat. When you're ready, we're going to use the hands, start to push the body back up. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift that back knee to protect the knee, and then swing all the way back to downward dog. Take the same leg, the right leg, up to the sky for a moment. Just kick it out to release the tension. Then coming back down to downward dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Put a bend in the knee and stack the hips, open them up. Then sweep that left knee forward. We plant the knee behind the left hand. We bring the foot over towards the right side of the mat and we straighten that right leg behind us in a nice straight line. Ensuring you're centered on the hips here, so you're not falling down to either side. Once you feel stable in this pigeon pose, inhale, open the chest and look up to the sky. And exhale, come down to the forearms. Make a pillow with the hands, drop the head towards the mat. Breathe deeply. Closing down the eyes, coming back to your breath. And when you're ready, using those hands, you start to push the body back up. We tuck the back toes, we engage that back leg, lifting the back knee, and swing all the way back to downward dog. Sweep the left leg up to the sky, kick it out, release the tension. Then bringing that left leg back down, spending a moment here in downward dog to get really nice form, driving the chest towards the thighs, pushing the hips high, noticing how much longer the backs of the legs are feeling. Then from here, we're going to drop the knees down towards the mat, untuck the toes. We're going to take each knee one at a time towards the very edges of the mat. The toes are pointing in towards one another, and we're going to sit the buttocks back onto the heels, coming to a wide leg child's pose. So here the arms can stay stretched out in front of us. We drop the head towards the mat and breathe deeply here. This is a great pose to take note of how the hips are feeling after those pigeon poses. They should feel a lot more open right now. And then slowly using those hands, we're going to start to push the body up, sitting up onto those heels. We're going to swing the heels from underneath us, sitting down onto the mat, coming to the center of the mat here. So ensuring there is mat space behind you and some mat space in front of you. Let's come back to the core again now. So we're going to find the sweet spot on the buttocks where we can start to lift the legs up in front of us, trying to bring the legs into almost a right angle here. Then we're going to take the arms by the side, coming into boat pose, looking up towards the sky, engaging the core to keep both the arms and the legs lifted here. And breathe. From here, one vertebrae at a time, we're slowly going to start to lower the back down towards the floor, straightening out the legs, coming all the way until we're just an inch off the mat, and then holding, engage that core, tighten, and then drop. Nice. We are down. Good work, guys. Hug the knees into the chest. Let's give a little rock from side to side, massage the spine. Keeping the right knee hugged into the chest, we're going to send the left leg down to the floor in a straight line. Keeping that right knee hugged in, we're going to take the left hand onto the right knee and draw the knee over towards the left side. So we're coming here into a supine twist, a reclined twist. Here we can rest the gaze in the opposite direction. So we're looking over towards the right hand here. Using the breath to deepen in the twist. So with each exhale, just noticing if you can push that knee a little deeper, a little closer towards the floor. Then slowly we rotate back to center. Hug both knees back in towards the chest. And this time we keep the left knee hugged in. We send the right leg to the floor in a straight line. We use the right hand on the top of the knee, the left knee, to guide it over towards the right side. This time we rest our gaze over towards the left hand, ensuring that both shoulder blades are flat on the mat here. So the top half of the body should be rested on the mat beneath you. From the mid to the lower part of the spine, that's where the twisting happens. This is a great pose for releasing any toxins trapped in the vertebrae of the spine. It will re-energize us for the rest of the day. And then rotate back to center. Hug both knees back in towards the chest. Give a little rock from side to side. Let's neutralize the spine. Using the hands on the knees, we're going to separate the knees out towards the side of the body. Bring the arms to the inside of the legs and grab hold of the soles of the feet from the outside. So we're coming here into bent leg happy baby. Pulling down on the soles of the feet to bring the knees and thighs towards the floor. So you're opening up through the hips and the groin area. Here we can continue to rock a little from side to side, massaging the spine at the same time. Ensuring here that you're still driving the tailbone down towards the floor. So we're not pulling the spine or the tailbone up. You want to still be driving that tailbone down to help open up through the hips. The head and the neck should be relaxed as well on the mat beneath you. If anybody wants a little bit more, you can use the fingers to grab the big toes and then start to straighten the legs out, coming into straight leg happy baby. You can continue to rock from side to side. This just adds the stretch down the back of the legs at the same time. From here, we're going to put a bend back into the knees, bring the soles of the feet together in the air, push the soles of the feet together, and then allow them to drop down towards the floor. So now we're coming into reclined bound angle pose. The knees are opened up, the hips are opened up. You can maybe just rock a little bit from side to side to allow the hips to really drop open. Allowing the hands to fall wherever feels nice. Maybe you want to take them to the inside of the thighs. Maybe take one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Feel the breath in the body. Whatever feels comfortable for you in this pose. We're really starting to slow down our practice now. This pose is a beautiful pose just to take note of how the body is feeling. Any areas that feel particularly energized, open, any areas of tension or soreness, that's okay as well. We're not going to judge those feelings, just take note of them as they wash over us. Here you can start to close down the eyes, bring the focus back to your breath. Starting to lengthen in the breath, showing your body and your mind gratitude for your practice today. Gratitude for showing up on your mat. And from here, we're going to make our steps towards our final resting pose, Shavasana. So one leg at a time, we're going to straighten out the legs and allow them to flop to each side so they're completely relaxed. We take the arms out towards the side of the body, palms facing up towards the sky. Relaxing down all of the muscles here. So making any necessary adjustments that you need to allow the body to completely relax. And it's not just about relaxing the physical body here. It's also about relaxing your mind. So any thoughts or stresses that may have crept into your consciousness, we're going to push those away. Bring your focus back to your breath, back to that energy pulsing through your body. Enjoy everything that this moment has to offer you. Enjoy this well-deserved break. If at any point you feel your mind starting to wander, just knowing that that's completely natural in Shavasana. It happens to all of us. So don't beat yourself up for that, but we just take notice of it happening. We guide ourselves back to this moment, allowing ourselves this break from thoughts, from stress. Bring your focus back to the rhythm of your breath. Now, as we continue to enjoy those sensations in the body, slowly we're going to start to reawaken the muscles, beginning by wriggling the fingers and toes. Then progressing to stretch the arms up overhead as though you're waking up in the morning. And then in your own time, whenever you feel ready, you can slowly roll over onto one side and then push yourself back up into a cross-leg seated position. We're going to bring the hands into prayer at heart center, using this space to be thankful to our minds and bodies for allowing us this practice today. Using this space to be thankful to one another for sharing our practice together. And let's use this energy that we have created to go about the rest of the day with a renewed sense of purpose, setting an intention for your day. I want to thank you so much for coming to practice with me. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Whee! That's amazing.
Thank you.